Hi guys, welcome to your Macro Sem 2 syllabus. Now in Macro Sem 2, the thing is that Macro Sem 2 is very different than what you did in Macro in the 12th standard. सबसे पहले मैं बात करूंगी in the 12th standard you spoke about national income accounts जिसमें आपने GDP calculation सीखी थी income method से, expenditure method से और value added method से. So we repeat the same concept now in your first year. But the difference between your 12th standard and the first year is that यहाँ पे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा कैलकुलेशन बेस कराया जाता था. So you had to really cram up कि कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ पे होती है. But यहाँ पे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अंडरस्टैंडिंग बेस करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो आपसे कैलकुलेशन में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है. वो आपसे ये समझने में इंटरेस्टेड है कि अगर आपके पास एक एंट्री गिवन है तो वो किस मेथड के हिसाब से कहाँ पे फिट होगी और लॉजिकली क्यों. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ remembering how you used to do these things in the 12th standard, what would really help is if you can develop your understanding to know how it functions in the first year. That's one. The second thing is that in macro sem 2 syllabus आपके पास 4 units हैं. You have 4 units in your macro sem 4 syllabus. The 4 units being the first one is your introduction unit and national income accounts unit. The second one is we study money. In the third one we study inflation. And the fourth one is ISLM. Money and inflation are very interlinked and they're very small as well. So, and also there's a concept called quantity theory of money, which you study in money, but which you study again in ISLM. And how the marks are distributed is, out of the entire 75 mark paper, you will find 3 questions or at least 2 questions from ISLM. Which means that if you do these concepts really well, your 30 marks is secured, minimum. And the choices, if you look at it, your 40-45 marks are secured. So you're sorted. There's one question from here which you will have to solve. And there's one question from here which you will have to solve. So typically speaking, 2 questions आप ISLM के आंसर करोगे, एक क्वेश्चन आप मनी और इन्फ्लेशन में से आंसर करोगे जिसमें एक पार्ट मनी एक पार्ट इन्फ्लेशन ऐसा होगा, और एक क्वेश्चन आप नेशनल इनकम अकाउंट्स का करोगे जिसमें मल्टीपल पार्ट्स होंगे. That's how it's distributed. National income account also includes the introduction. So sometimes the introduction that we do start from the next video onwards will carry 1 or 2 questions which are hardly 2 or 3 markers. But mainly the fun question is from national income accounts, 1 question is from money and inflation, which are the separate units, and then 2 questions are from ISM. That's how the course is structured. And if you notice your index, you will notice that most of the videos that we have done are centric here. And that's not because this concept is really that long. That is because I've divided it into smaller portions so that you can understand each small portion before moving on. Otherwise, this is concept that is going to be used in your macro sem 3 as well. And if you don't know it really well right now, then it's going to be problematic for you later. क्योंकि ये macro sem 3 में आएगा, फिर उसके बाद international eco में आएगा, which is your sem 5. And these concepts then keep on coming again and again, which is why it is really important that you focus here and you understand this concept really well. In fact, ISLM is so important that in the future, when you move for any job interview or any interview for a higher for higher education, ISLM is a concept which is asked regularly. This is a concept which a lot of economists focused on, and because this is something that is very generic also in the sense that economy does use these techniques also a lot, which is why this becomes relatively more important. All right. So then you know how you need to go about things. Unit 1, national income accounting, 1 question. Unit 2 and 3 together, money and inflation, 1 question. Unit 4, 2 questions. राइट. सो दिस इज फॉर्म हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस 4. उसके अलावा आपका एक क्वेश्चन पेंडिंग बचा, वो आपके तीनों में से कंबाइन करके भी आ सकता है या जैसे मर्जी आ सकता है, राइट, बिकॉज द टोटल यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट इज 5 क्वेश्चन. समटाइम्स दिस वन कम्स फ्रॉम हियर, समटाइम्स दिस वन कम्स फ्रॉम हियर, समटाइम्स दिस वन कम्स फ्रॉम हियर. So if you think that you can do selective study, let me burst that bubble for you. It is not possible at all. आपको सारा का सारा syllabus अच्छे से करना ही करना पड़ेगा, right? So I'll see you in the next video where we start with the introduction to macro per se. What is macro all about? Thank you.